Alright, so video segment. I'm gonna start off the bat here, and this will also give him time to get to Turtle Island, and then get off of Turtle Island. We haven't actually seen any reviews with Ty and Daga. We know of him, but we haven't really seen too much of his video reviews. So we're gonna give him a moment in the sunlight with also the most notorious of MLP right now, the Pony Life.
He could have
Not
taken
too
a
long
break
ago, I
because
made a
life
video
and all.
talking about
Alright,
all of
pulling
the things
stuff up
that
here.
I didn't like about the new Pony Life series.
And yeah, we still need to talk about
explained
Pony
what
Life. I
could
know.
have been better,
I
what
keep
could have been
screwing up on
improved,
that.
and
Oh,
clearly
you
many
know what?
of
I don't think I
agreed
had.
with what
Wait,
I had to
did
say.
you not the
The
show
fact
notes?
of the
I
matter
got the
is,
show notes. What
it's
the
a
hell?
series that very few
Oh,
notes
did
are
I? Oh, I
figured
forgot to
out.
post. I
expecting,
forgot to post those. I'm
and
sorry.
frankly,
Let me
even
get that.
fewer actually asked for.
Oh, you
As such,
forgot
Pony
to
Life
post
received
them.
plenty of
I did.
Actually, you know what? I can use last week's show notes. That's right, because it's the same. It's the same link.
It's the same. It's the same
side
SciTube link.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right.
Doesn't get its dues and offers a lot more than we
I was
give it
noticing
credit.
you got put
And
the
with
show
my
notes
previous
and I
video,
say,
providing what I can
did.
only describe as my very patented brand of mild,
Ruben.
polite Canadian
Oh no,
scathing,
he hasn't.
I wanted to make sure that I gave this
And I
series a
wrote
fair and
the
complete review.
vote
So
just
today,
because
I wanted to share with you guys the good things that Pony Life has brought us, and breathe a breath of fresh, positive air into us just for a change. What's so great about Pony Life?
no, it's on the other
Let's
side.
talk about it.
So yeah, apparently Ty and
Okay,
Daga
so
actually
let's
likes
make one
Pony
thing
Life,
clear.
but I could see
The
his
MLB
reasons for it.
franchise has never been known for its comedy. Now, of course, that's not to say that there haven't been funny moments, hilarious scenes, but humor itself has never been the major focus of the series. Which is why Pony Life is unique in the sense that it is jam-packed, full of comedic elements, funny scenes, and overall it tries really, really hard to be, well, funny. Sometimes too hard, but seriously, I found myself chuckling and laughing along to more of the jokes than I thought I ever would have with the series. You see, much of the humor is quick and tidy. Maybe a short one-liner or quip here, a visual gag or funny action there. You aren't gonna find seriously deep comedy that is carefully crafted, slowly building up to a crescendo of comedy and humor, masterfully layering jokes with different levels of complication and hilarity. You aren't going to get a lot of that. What you're gonna get is you're gonna get a lot of quick, blink and you miss it comedy that, yes, may not always hit the target, but certainly has me going, that was pretty good. Hey, I'm a simple deer with the brain of a bird. You know what? It works for me. Of course, many of you will naturally disagree with this, and you may not find the show to be all that funny whatsoever. And that's okay. Comedy is completely subjective.
Well,
and this style
in
of
some
humor
honesty,
isn't
I did
everyone's
find
cup of
some
tea.
moments a little
You know,
chuckle worthy.
It isn't even my preferred style of comedy either. But hey,
It's
I
certainly a
still
lot
find
better
it funny
than
at
Teen
select
Titans Go,
moments.
that's for sure.
Look,
Oh yeah,
I
they
know
passed
that I'm
that bar,
laughing more
but that was a
watching
really
Pony
low
Life
bar to
than I
begin with.
ever did watching Friendship is
Yeah.
Magic. And
Then again,
that's
Teen
not a knock against
Teen
Friendship
Titans
is
Go.
Magic.
I
It's just what
mean,
it is.
ponies did
Comedy
have
is
their
something
dramatic
Pony Life
moments,
has
but
the
it also
potential
kind of had its
to do pretty well
lightheartedness.
at times. And
Teen
you know what?
Titans
I can appreciate
was a
that.
little bit more on
Of
the
course, and I kind of
on the
alluded to
dramatic
this
side
earlier,
than the
I will admit that a
lightheartedness.
fair share of the jokes feel a bit forced, or feel like they're trying too hard to be modern and relevant.
Yeah, the original
But
show's
honestly,
good.
this hasn't come
Oh,
up
no,
too often,
Never see
but
Go.
I figured that I should at least mention it. Oh, and another thing that I enjoy about the new format is how expressive and fun the show can be at times. Seriously, I rarely find myself becoming bored or uninterested while watching an episode. At first, I couldn't really put my finger on it, because I don't have fingers, jokes aside. But here's why I think that that's the case, at least for me. Firstly, I love all the different and, well, expressive facial expressions the characters use throughout each episode. They're really fun to look at and really do bring a lot of character and emotion to the show. While the characters still do suffer from looking like clones of one another with different hairstyles and coloring, the use of unique and interesting
Pony Clone
facial
Wars.
expressions and actions manages to give each character their own unique appearance in a way. The individual
Ponyman
characters
64.
are
Hold on,
good to see,
Pony,
and I'd be
Ponyman
happy to
64.
see
Are you
how
talking about how do we
Oh, and
watch it
another
in
thing,
general,
it
or
also
how do we
honestly
view
sounds like
Pony
the voice
Life
actors
as
and
a series
actresses are
in
having
general?
a blast. Pony Life is far more upbeat.
So I just want to make sure we understand if he's asking how do we see it or how do we see it.
Pony Life, as a result, is a lot more lively and expressive too. You see, in Friendship is Magic, there were a lot more lines and conversations in the show where the characters were just
I think I'd at least prefer the where does
normally,
one
like
watch
you
it,
and I
because
would
I
in a
haven't
typical
actually done a deep
conversation.
dive.
Again, I'm certainly not
No,
suggesting
I
that
watch
this is a
Pony
bad
Life
thing.
just to have fun.
Shows
I
with
don't
normal
I don't
conversations in them
psychoanalyze it or anything like
normal
that. Like
I don't think you
conversations
can
with people.
psychoanalyze it.
That's
I mean,
all good.
what is there to
It's just that
psychoanalyze? It's literally just a comedy
nothing,
skit.
that's it.
It's like
versions
it's
of
like trying to
Linking it with
psychoanalyze.
comedy, like he says.
This
Yeah,
also
it's like trying to
illustrates the
psychoanalyze
things that
Mad
happen to
Magazine, though. I
which
mean,
can be fun.
you can't
I
do
guess what I'm
that.
trying to say in all
Well, I
this
mean-
Where
is,
can
it
it
sounds
be
like the voice
watched?
actors and
Was the
actresses
question.
are
Oh!
taking the opportunity to
That's
really
fair.
stretch
That is
their
absolutely fair.
vocal cords. It sounds
Let's
like they're
see.
having a blast. It's a treat to see. Well, I guess
I know
should say
some
here.
streaming. I think
And
Daily
on
Motion
another
might have a
note,
couple of
I think we just
episodes, but
stumbled into
they're
another
a little
reason
hard
why
to come
Pony
by
Life is worth a
nowadays.
watch.
There's
It's
a
Game
incredibly
Cartoon has a
interesting to see
good
our familiar main
catalog
six,
of them.
where we're used
Yeah,
to seeing
and
them in more
also
toned-down and story-driven
yay
climate
ponies,
to
but
being
don't mention
placed in
to
this
anyone else.
zany and sporadic new world. This is Ponyville by name, and it seems to have much of the same features as we remember. But make no mistake, it's a different place altogether. I think, for a lack of better words, it's more modern. I think a lot of the magic, and I literally mean the magic, spells, incantations, magic, has been exchanged for an emphasis on more real-world relevance. And yeah, seeing characters use phones or tablets can feel extremely forced at times, and certainly doesn't do the show any favors in making it actually more relevant. But I have to say, it's interesting seeing our main six.
Actually, I do have to
navigate
wonder a little bit
the
because the
modern world
tablets that they
we
use
are
have
familiar.
Celestia's sign
And
on them. So
hey,
is
I'm not
Celestia
saying this is
basically
better,
Steve
but that
Jobs?
It's an improvement to what we got in
Yeah.
It
Friendship
could
is
be,
Magic.
but also
Because
it's the
it
whole
isn't.
thing of
It's different.
it could
but I
be
don't
a
think
reference.
it's different in a bad way.
It's not a reference.
Also,
Celestia is
like-
there.
Yeah,
She
and
literally
how can we
judges a
forget
cake
one of the
show.
main advantages Pony Life
I'm
has
talking
over
Although,
other
about
shows.
although the one negative
you know
is
me.
it
I'm
does
a
make
busy
the
dude,
show kind
always
of
on the
dated.
go, always shaking.
Yeah.
Yes, my life is fast-paced and full of action. So when my caffeine addiction allows me brief moments of clarity in my day, I need a show that's as fast-paced and as shaky as I am. Rudolph.
Ouch.
Okay, but seriously though, Pony Life is incredibly bingeable and easy to pick up and put down whenever you want. I guess it's sort of a gift and a curse, because while it's easy to watch almost any episode individually, in any order you wish, it also means that you aren't going to get deep, continuing story arcs that last over multiple episodes or seasons. Less long-term interest substituted for more short-term accessibility. Now, in Pony Life's defense, the show does have some continuing elements, like the baking competition in the first episode being a main plot point in episode 4. So it's not to say that the episodes are completely self-contained, but I don't think it would trouble you too much if you started watching the show at episode 15 and picked it up from there. Which, honestly, can sometimes be really nice. Ever been watching a show or series only to have to wait months or maybe years for the next season to be released?
Yes!
That
Oh,
made it
God!
after what had already happened. With Pony
Second,
Life,
when
that
I when I
isn't
don't
really much of a
anime,
problem,
you're
for
all
better or
right,
for
buddy.
worse.
You're all right, man.
Okay,
It's not just
okay.
anime. I got
But
video
really
game
wanna
series
know
that I
why
follow.
Pony Life is so great?
Exactly,
Because
which is
it
why I
isn't
don't
meant to
mind
be
it when
Generation
series
5.
take their time to put something
Yeah,
out. I got
as much
something
fun
else
as
to
it is trying
entertain me in the
find positives
meantime.
Pony
Oh no,
Life,
I can wait
probably
for it.
the
It's
biggest
just still
one
a
of
pain in
all
the
is
butt
that
when
it
you
isn't
just
forever.
when it's
And it
really
is
good
what the
story and
future
you want to
of
keep
Wahoo is
going.
going to look like.
Can't.
Hopefully. But yeah, Pony Life is only temporary to get us through the in-between. So if you don't
Speaking
like
of
Pony
anime,
Life, which it seems many of
Attack
you
on
aren't
Titan
the biggest
recently
fans
ended.
of, then congratulations, it's not forever. We just have to patiently wait for the next generation, which I think is something that
yet
we
to
all
see
can
the
manage,
third
at least for
season.
now. But now I want to hear from you.
Catch up to
Do you
second
like what
season.
Pony Life has to offer? Maybe you don't.
All right, let's go ahead and move on to the other stuff.
Adorable.
It is adorable. Now here's Dragon Animation, which is done in the My Little Pony art style, but of course it isn't exactly pony related, but art style and animation. So yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
that's kind of the whole thing, though. LP, well, yes, it is a franchise. We now have a default art style for it. Also, I love how people draw hair, but see the eyes behind it.
I actually saw this a bit earlier this evening, and I gotta say it's beautifully animated and it makes you feel a lot of emotion.
I just can't get over the ears.
Some
The
people
Pony Dragon Hybrid.
is like that.
Okay, you know what? There we go. I'll take that.
Oh god, it's a fairy dragon. Sweet.
Nah, I want a luck dragon. Those are fluffier.
From a resident dragon artist, what do you think?
Where? What? What?
I'm referring to Commander.
Oh. You might need to talk him out specifically. Commander, favorite type of dragon. Please.
The singing is pretty damn excellent here.
Yeah, no, it is good, yeah. By the way, we're not being exactly discourteous. This is something we do want to encourage people to check out on their own and also, you know, give thumbs up to the person who created it because they need to know. We're showing it to you so you guys know it exists, but it's up to you to let them know that you know it exists and you like it. Now here's King Grover's court.
Yay!
I apologize in advance. After roughly 3 years of use, my ballpoint pen is running out of ink. I've put out a requisition for a new one, so let us get today's court over with before this one dies out. Terrific Rotten Princess asks, what is your favorite ice cream flavor? Giant tortoise, of course. Doughboy asks, why eat tortoises when hares are more common? History will tell you that no one who had eaten giant tortoise had ever eaten anything better. Besides that, I've often heard complaining about a hair in one's mouth. The Kenny Blankenship, I'm sorry, Kylie Blankenship asks, what did you do with all those giant tortoise shells? Shovels, ashtrays, mixing bowls, haircut bowls, soldier helmets.
Make sure nothing goes to waste.
Absolutely nothing new. The Bard of Shale asks, who was the first king of Griffinstone? Me. Every king and queen who came before me was unworthy of claiming the title of Griffinstone's first ruler. Kelvin Shadewing asks, if you were freed, what would be the first law you pass? Any inference that the events of seasons 8 and 9 are canonical will be wiped from existence.
Oh.
Takazan asks,
Ouch.
if someone used magic to make an ice sculpture move, would the judges give extra points? It depends on what someone uses magic to make the sculpture do. If you use the magic to hypnotize the judges into giving you extra points, then yes, the judges would give extra points. Honeydrop asks, if you could only get revenge once, would it be on Pinkie Pie or the one who cursed you? Well, Gordon's been dead for generations, so that rather narrows it down, doesn't it? And finally, oh, bollocks, the pen exploded.
That's your brass what?
Say what?
I'm only with Dr. Wolf.
Nope, we're gonna skip this one. It's 16 minutes long and we're already running
15
behind.
minutes.
So, here's a Blender Pony.
Hey director, want to go outside? No.
Why? The sun is a sun. Oh, okay.
Speaking of that,
Wow!
The light, it burns.
I like that. Short, sweet, and silly.
Sun
So,
is a sun.
okay. I'm going to preface this. I was hesitant to play this initially because of one of the dancers and semi-recent events. But at this point, you know, bollocks to him.
By the way, I gotta say, the end of that last video, that music they were using, I'm so used to hearing that on What Culture Wrestling videos. What the hell?
Maybe he's a fan.
course Deadpool would be there.
Of course, Deadpool would be in on this. Oh! That's a Russian convention.
Probably, yeah.
Or is that Brony?
All right, improvisational dub.
So basically, what do we do?
E-Team is right.
Why does it make me think Strong Bad?
I get the Homestar Runner vibes as well.
You know, I could say that, but like... I'm not gonna lie, it just sounds like one of them is burping over and over.
Well,
That
he's
actually
drunk.
is solid if they're able to do that. No, second. They're not pepping.
They're doing this in a very, very somewhat mild tone.
Okay, no. Hold on, no. How the hell do you sound like that?
What?
Never mind.
I can go that deep?
It's just a deep voice.
I didn't think you could do that. I thought he was literally outside of his range.
The many hidden
He
talents
has a
of
better.
Toy.
Is it Professor Dr. Claw or something?
Yeah, it's Dr. Clark.
I don't have that voice nicely.
Actually, I don't have a good Dr. Claw anymore right now.
I gotta work on my Dr. Claw.
Yeah, dude, just because I'm a nasally person doesn't mean my vocal cords don't go down that low.
Sorry, it just caught me off guard.
But I have my own set of rules
It's all
to run
good.
my clothing stores by, and they make it easy. Of course, I would draft a different set of rules if I was running some other sort of business. For example, if I were running a chain of restaurants, my current set of rules wouldn't quite apply to food. After all, whenever you cook a meal, don't you try and make it the same way every time? Oh sure, each individual customer might ask for, say, extra teriyaki sauce or no grated Stilton with their meal, and I would allow for such leeway. But if the success of my grand opening hinged on food critics' reviews, I might just attempt to satisfy them first.
Mwah! Good night, everybody!
You were still wrong, though.
You know, I thought they had more to this.
Yeah, that felt quick.
Alright, here's this. This is for you, Suki.
God dang it, I had it muted for a moment.
And cake.
Circuit, it's now my life's mission to get a plushie of that and throw it at you if I ever meet you.
Well, I'm glad I gave you a mission.
Don't throw me with an idea, man.
You'd be doing Circuit a favor, actually.
No, but you see, here's
Thanks,
the thing:
Sonic.
he doesn't get to keep it.
Oh. Well, I'm not surprised by that, in all honesty.
That's a
but-
good way.
Thank you,
to
Sonic.
deny him.
Honestly, actually looking at that thing, it might make a neat mouse pad.
Well, either a mouse pad or an actual good pillow.
Yeah.
You're going to eat that without me?
This is not what it looks like. I was going to share.
Where's the cake in a home? Why is there no cake there?
Magic. Oh! It's for Celestia.
All right, Flurry Heart's first steps. Everybody pay close attention.
Aww, that's adorable.
Quick, Poopy's taking his first steps.
Okay, what is going on?
Oh, God!
Oh God, yeah, that.
That's how she lost.
Oh
that
my
big
God.
belt.
All right, let's
My
go.
anus is bleeding.
Let's go, Luna.
Let us begin then. But what in equestrian? Why, you little... Don't you dare drink that. I won't. I'm just thinking about it.
Oh no.
All right, really quick.
Get your own
really,
counsel. Set a good example for your subjects.
all right, really quick to address this. The reason people hate Flurry Heart is, well, we were already concerned about the fact that they were just going to start throwing in alicorns every other which way once they made Twilight an alicorn. Basically, instead of being a kind of a god figure, it became like the next Super Saiyan, where everybody was one. And when everybody's special, no one will be. And Flurry Heart was just
Super
the...
Saiyan, he still does well, and Yance is not a Super Saiyan, and he's still pretty dang well.
It's
Also Krillin. And the android.
I'm muting Toa for a moment because he's kind of defeating the point of the topic. But the whole idea is that, you know, they're just worried that Alicorn doesn't become this amazing status of achievement. It literally becomes, oh, good, you opened up a Cracker Jack box and you found it at the bottom. That's basically what the concern was. And Flurry
Kind of makes sense DNA-wise because Cadence is an alicorn, but yeah, it kind of opened up a doorway that was
Just popping open a can of snacks and poof, you've got wings.
Pretty much. That was the big concern. Granted, Flurry Heart was the last Alicorn, so it was unfounded, but, you know, people still just kind of have that thing about
also
Flurry Heart.
Celestia Luna's
I found it
remark of
actually
first alicorn to
Good
be
and
born
interesting
in
for
Equestria.
Flurry Heart to arrive as an alicorn because that was weird and different, and it, by saying in the show that a baby alicorn was the thing that hadn't happened before,
Yeah.
makes it obvious that no, you won't see alicorns just running around rampant.
Or you
If it
shouldn't
were that
anyway.
rampant,
You
it would've
shouldn't,
happened long
but
ago.
things like this have happened in shows constantly, so I can understand the fear. Flurry Heart's kind of grown on people, though, so she's not doing too badly now, but there's still some general hate, but it's the same as the Twilight Wing hate.
Also, she looked kind of weird apart from normal babies. She had full-fledged eyelids.
Oh yeah, the giant
Yeah.
eyes! The giant eyes and
The
wings
fact
were...
that she had eyes while the Cake Twins just had dots, and the fact that I don't think the Cake Twins ever aged.
I couldn't do that as good.
Well, not that we know of.
They should have been toddlers by the time Flurry Heart showed up.
Well, maybe they were on their way to being toddlers when she showed up.
But even when they had a scene with her and them,
Well,
They
they
still
never
have
gave a
bead
clear
eyes.
set of rules of how long they would stay babies.
Plus, there was also the concern of Princess Skyla, who we saw toys of, but we never saw them, so people were concerned. Nothing ever came of it, though.
Many people thought Skyla was going to be Flurry Heart.
Heart, yeah. That is another thing. I thought that too. I honestly thought that.
Let's be honest. We had a lot of scares in this fandom just because everyone was like, I don't like Jade.
Okay.
Well, I think they're more panicking about...
It's a good thing. It involves the world.
Look, change isn't a bad thing altogether. It's unfortunate that a lot of the times, though, sometimes when change happens, especially with TV, it usually doesn't end well. I say usually because there's a reason jumping the shark is a term.
They even lampshaded this in Futurama when aliens lost their TV show.
Yeah.
Thousands of years ago.
Also, it really doesn't help the fact that the Fonz actually did jump a shark.
Well, that's where the term came from initially. That's a lot of people that felt that's when Happy Days kind of lost what made it special and fun, when they literally did something that seemed kind of outlandish and completely out of character. Granted, actually, that was the biggest viewing of Happy Days, and it wasn't until later that it actually started to lose its viewership. But that was the iconic moment that people tend to tag on to.
So, I think Happy Days for jumping the shark because it was the precursor for what was to come for television in the future.
For that series, anyway. But yeah, that's what they used. Sorry, we talked over that. But yeah.
Part of our thing is just to show, hey, this is a thing.
Anyway, last video before we close out. Eyes have closed meme. Alright, we're going to pause that. You guys want to check out that song at the end, though, trust me. But for now, our closeout song is being played, which means it's time to wrap things up in a nice little bow and call it a night for everybody, except for those that are staying for the after party for giggles. But let's go ahead and get our final shout-outs in. And hopefully Cold Dust and Creature and everybody else can jump in for a quick final shout-out if they can. But starting off with Crazy Mac Capitan.
Fires, explosions, and toss of innocent or LOE wrong. I don't know. There's a cat on my lap. Why is there a cat on my lap?
Because cats will do that.
Because they want cuddle.
And DM21.
Have a safe week from COVID and have fun.
Alright, Textalion.
Done.
Okay, Tokoi.
Shout out to all the lovely people that have been watching us. Shout out on Twitch to CMC and our restream bot for allowing us to chat and do all that fun stuff. Thanks to About Another Costello, another TV viewer, our trade friend Stormcloud, Tim, some big head, did something, sorry, Calabro 14XCY, Command Root, Consensus, Cool Dude, Draconicus Media, Electronic Longboard, have this too, Playman 64, Pope Man, Silly Gnome 225, Samino, the only Techman, me, and our relay for the actual IRC.
Alright, and Suki of the Otaku Ascended.
Get the hell out, go to sleep.
Alright.
Fuck all y'all.
Alright, and with that, I'd like to thank everybody for joining us for another episode of The Brony Show. Luckily, it looks like our internet held out, so I remind everybody that next week we'll have another episode, so be ready for that. Along with that, Sunday, we have Circuits Gaming Room. We're going to be playing, hopefully, Untitled Goose Game again, and this time actually getting through it. Along with that, though, we are also Mogul Dash also will sometimes come on afterwards, so keep an eye out for announcements if Mogul Dash comes on and plays some music or plays some games right after the Circuits Gaming Room. Also, along with that, keep an eye on the on our Discord, because sometimes a random stream will come up. They're mysterious, they're secret, but they're fun. And it's always a good time to check it out and enjoy if you're having a silly week. Along with that, I want to thank all of our IRC chatters. Thank you to Commander Something and Crazy Matt Captain for keeping an eye on chat. And thank you to Clouded to Conaquist, Cool Dude, Sarcasm, Fantastic Freight, Relay Serve, Sonic5421, Techman, Tech Selling, and Viggly Creepy, and yay, Archivers. Also want to give a big shout out to all of the awesome people out there that watch our archives every single week when we get them uploaded. It does mean a lot. Big shout out to all of our watchers right now on stream, whether on YouTube, Twitch, or Vaughn. Thank you so much for making us part of your Monday evening to have a little fun when Monday rears its usually ugly head to remind us that we have to be responsible for yet another week. But other than that, again, thank you all to all of our subscribers. Thank you to the people that comment. Thank you to everybody. It does mean a lot that you guys shout out, that you say hi, or even comment, even if it's just a small criticism. It does mean a lot that you care, and I love that. And with that, I think we got enough there, so let's go ahead and enjoy a parody. I write songs, not fanfics. Good night, everybody.
As I'm scrolling the page of a Derby Brew, and I can't help but to hear, no, I can't help but to hear some friends say in this chord. What a beautiful pony, what a beautiful horse, he says an artist to a commission. Yes, but what a shame the link showed up in VC. I chimed in with a haven't you people ever heard of NSFW? No, it's much better to post these kinds of things with a little confidentiality. I chimed in, haven't you people ever heard of NSFW? No, it's much better to post these kinds of things with a little. Well, in fact, well, I look at it this way, I mean, technically your fanfic is safe. Well, this calls for a fab, so make it deep rape. Well, in fact,